Hannah Toney from Banks Design Group in Hilton Head, South Carolina is joining me. First of all, thank you for joining me, but secondly, let's talk about design in Hilton Head. It's not always coastal.
It's not always coastal, you're right. We have a lot of clients who have full-time permanent residence there, and while they love a coastal accent here and there, they don't want to be reminded, of seashells and all the kind of maybe cliche beachy things all the time. So we do often a lot of sophisticated kind of, that you're somewhere casual, but it's still elegant. We have a casual elegance that we like to capture for our clients. But not to say we don't do a lot of second homes down there where people want to know that they're at the beach and kind of embrace the coastal accent. So we do a good bit of both.
If a consumer is not living in Hilton Head and not working with your firm, what suggestions do you have for making a home coastal without going over the top? Let's just even say they're in the Midwest and they just want to have great memories about their time in Hilton Head or at the beach.
That's a great question. And we do a lot of secondary homes for people, and they do want that little memory of the time at the beach. And I think texture is a wonderful way to add in kind of a coastal feeling, whether it's a woven tray. There's so many great caned pieces. Rattan and wicker are really kind of coming back into trend. So a little side table, a tray, an accent in your bookcase. Those are some great ways to bring it in just sort of softly and texturally.
As a designer and as a part of a design group, where do you suggest clients start as they're looking to redo their home?
I think getting an idea of what your style is. I mean, even for designers, our style is always changing, but if you can articulate kind of your dream home, pulling out magazine pictures, a lot of people love Pinterest, kind of collect images that really resonate, that really speak to you. And when you're working with a professional designer, when you're able to present them kind of a clear idea of things that appeal to you, it helps them kind of hone in on, what you want your space to look like.
At High Point, you are part of something called Show House in a Showroom at the Alden Parkes Showroom, one of our clients. And I'm just wondering, how did you interpret what you do and for their client here?
It was really fun to see the way the show house turned out, because we're looking at the same pieces, all in different vignettes, used completely differently and in different finishes. So the finishes were really fun to play around with. So a casual workstation that I might have turned into a bar here is more of a vanity area, and in some sleeker finishes with a little bit of metallic in them in another space, it totally transforms the piece. So it was really fun to kind of work with each of the pieces in their line and then make it our own through the finishes and through fabrics and materials.
What do you think is the biggest challenge you have when you're working with a client in doing design work?
Oh, goodness. I think expectations are hard. I think in this day and age, everyone wants everything yesterday. So kind of managing expectations and communicating openly with clients so that they're in the know and they're on your same timeline, and that you can, really perform and deliver a wonderful experience for them alongside of a wonderful end product.
As a designer in Hilton Head, you don't just work in Hilton Head. You do sometimes mountain homes and do homes across the country and world. Talk about that.
So a lot of times, like we kind of touched on, people will come down and they've got a second home in Hilton Head, and they come to Banks to do their vacation home. And they're so happy with the outcome, both the process and their beautiful home, that they say, wow, can you come to Ohio or our other home in Mexico or California, Colorado? And so we're able to really kind of broaden our horizons and work with these clients in their hometown doing their primary residence. So it's a wonderful way that we kind of get to expand our portfolio and the work that we do, but still working with the same great clients.
When you're working with a client and just starting off in a master bedroom, what's the first thing you look at?
Oh, goodness. I love it when clients have something that they're working the room around, whether it's a rug or a piece of artwork. If they don't have that, we try to kind of find what that piece is that's kind of going to grow the room from there. Personally, I love bedding. So I love fine linens and customizing linens. There's so many beautiful ways to make a bed. That's one of my favorite things to do. Yeah.
And what do you think is a new look or trend or color that we might be seeing coming up in the next years?
Oh, goodness. Well, I think we touched on the use of rattans and woven materials. That's really been heavy, and we've seen a lot of it at market even. So I know that that's going to filter out more. I think color is big, whether it's the bright yellows and greens or blues. Navy's always going to be, such a classic. But I think people are moving away from the grays and the washed out tones and really kind of embracing some bold color.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
I've been with Hannah Toney from Banks Design Group in Hilton Head, South Carolina.